Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. Today we are here at Sage Sound Studios for the 58th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Bryan Titus.
Hello!
Thank you.
58?
58.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah. I'm going to ask you the difficult questions, as long as it has something to do with the letters of your name.
Okay.
So we'll start with B. Take me back to the beginning. When did you start, first get interested in music? When did you start playing music? Any notable moments from, say, when you first started playing out?
Oh, for sure. Music was part of our family. Mm-hmm. My grandma on my dad's side was actually a piano teacher, and her star pupil was her son, my dad, the violinist. And my uncle was a cellist, and they had like a family string quartet, and it was apparently very stressful for them. But my dad started me on violin when I was 4. I've always been singing. I sang in the church choir as a little kid, and always sang with my mom. We would sing rounds and row, row, row your boat and all that good stuff. But I would say that music really became something that I wanted to do in high school. You know, I was lucky enough to be going to high school in the 90s when we had like Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Soundgarden and all these incredible bands, Stone Temple Pilots, Red Hot Chili Peppers. So, you know, my friends and I started a band, and we would cover some of those songs, but I also started writing for that band at 14, you know. So that was the first time that music really became something that was important to me. And I got an instant reward from it because we did the talent show, and we played Under the Bridge, which was like the song du jour at the time. And I had like, my mom said that my braces looked beautiful sparkling in the stage lights. But anyway, we won, you know, so that was cool because I hated middle school and I was afraid that I was going to hate high school, but I kind of was able to make my peer group see me in a different light, and I was like, I'm actually pretty good at this, so, you know, Under the Bridge downtown.
What 3 songs of yours would you recommend to somebody who has never heard you before, so they get the best idea of your sound?
For me, my sound is all over the place, so it's really difficult. I have a very wide taste in music. I like classical music, jazz, country, metal, you know, and so like the songs that I write sort of reflect that. However, it seems like now that I'm on like my 4th record that I'm putting out, I find sort of have found more of a genre, and it's gonna kind of be more like acoustic country rock singer-songwriter stuff. So I would say the song Sugar So Sweet, that's definitely like up-tempo, fun exploration of some bluegrass melodies. The song Just Hold On, which is a song about you know, some things that I learned on the Appalachian Trail the hard way. And then going back to my first record, probably You Got Life, which is just a character study where I'm trying to, you know, use my bluesy voice to talk about American life.
Yeah, nice. All good choices. And we're about halfway through the year. What would you say has been a highlight of the year so far, and what are you looking forward to for the second half of the year?
Well, this year has been pretty crazy. The coolest thing was I got to go and record in a studio in California, the album that's going to come out this year, and that was just fantastic because I've always been chasing the idea of like something that sounds like a live show but is recorded well, you know, without all of the like tedious like scientific tinkering that has to be done for like modern pop music. And we were able to do basically a live recording that had isolation, and then we're able to overdub on top of that. So it has that spirit of what you would expect to see at a concert. But then I was able to like sweeten it with harmonies and guitar solos and all the fun stuff, you know. So it's like the best of both worlds. So that was the best experience. This year has been outstanding in terms of booking here in New England. I was in Westerly, Rhode Island at the Knickerbocker Tap Room last night. I'm here in Shelton tonight. Tomorrow I'll be in Glastonbury. So it's just a really, really, really busy summer. And so I'm really looking forward to maybe not having a gig for one of these days. That's what I'm looking forward to. Maybe getting to do a little more creative stuff as opposed to the performing. So,
yeah, nice. And if you could play a gig with any other act in the world at any venue in the world, who would it be with and where would it be?
Well, definitely Red Rocks, because that's just like the coolest. Like, and then, I mean, there are so many great artists, but I would like to, you know, if I could convince the universe to give us John Prine back for one night.
We can do that.
That would be so cool, just to get to see him and hear his songs again live. Yeah. In that experience of that setting.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. That'd be an awesome show.
Yeah.
I'd go. Oh, yeah.
I'd buy you a ticket.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Is there anything that's necessary for you to do in order to get ready for a gig? Do you have any like pre-show rituals?
There used to be. I used to have a lot of anxiety. That basically, for me, the only way to get past the anxiety was to go through it. Yeah. And now I would say I don't really have like a lot of pre-show rituals, but my wife said that I have to be rude to her, apparently, because I'm anxious. And anyway, I used to have to go to the bathroom a lot before the show. Yep. But nowadays I just try to like be there, like be present, you know, and that's been the best thing for me, you know, because then if you're kind of like somewhere else, unless it's like Mazzy Star or something like that, where you expect her to be on a different planet, but like, you know, people want to connect with you at a show, and it takes a certain amount of like relaxation and easiness to allow myself to do that. Yeah. So I haven't been drinking much lately, which used to be a crutch of mine. Yeah. To be able to allow myself to feel more open. Yeah. But now I'm finding that just showing up, being present. So yeah, just gotta make sure I'm not cranky or too tired. Yeah. I should be all right.
For your wife's sake. Yeah.
For my wife's sake, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people may not know.
Yeah. I speak pretty good Japanese. That's because I lived in Japan. I did a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. And then this next one is I bought a new bicycle. Oh. So, yeah.
What brand?
Well, you know, I used to work for REI for many years, so of course I bought a REI Co-op brand mountain bike, and it's got the really big fat tires. Yep. And I'm just going to go monster trucking through the woods, you know.
Nice. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, man.
Of course. If you want to check out Bryan Titus, please visit the link below, and now we'll cut to a performance from Bryan. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Have you ever been surrounded by an angry band of blue jays, startled by their pointed accusations? The instinct tells them you're a threat, you're as guilty as they come. Your different colors, feathers don't belong. What they see is what must be. Certainty, not reality. Have you ever felt the sunlight in the morning, in the springtime, open up a window to your heart? But the sun that shines in August, beating down upon your back, it'll burn you worse than you expect. What you feel, is it real? Does it hurt? Does it heal? No common feeling, no common sense, no one believing the evidence. How can anyone decide what's true? feeling, no common sense. No common feeling, no common sense. Have you ever tasted freedom? You've been waiting for so long to find that it was bitter on your tongue. You said they fed injustice, they fed until he choked. 7 years gone up in smoke. And is he free? Will he ever be? History or mythology? No common feeling, no common sense. How can anyone decide the truth, never having known? No common feeling, no common sense. No common feeling, no common sense. No one believing the evidence. How can anyone decide the truth, never having known? No common feeling, no common sense.